So we have GBP card to be able to break down this week, and it is a swing position. But I want you to notice two things in trading. So there are actually two things whenever somebody comes into trading. There is the business of trading, and then there is the actual trading. These two things are very different. The business of trading requires someone to display unnecessary gains in order to be able to attract someone to be able to buy a course or sell signals. And this requires the traders to display a lot of things. And then the other part is the actual trading. The actual trading requires just a strategy, a device, and then discipline, and then you will be good to go. So each time you come into trading, you need to understand the person who is teaching you and you, the trader that is learning. Are you coming to do the business of trading, sell signals and courses, and then make money from that, or you are here to trade so that you can reap from the actual benefits of the trading? So I have GBP card for you, and I just want to show you this. So I'm going to break down GBP card for you in a minute. This is the weekly time frame for GBP card, but I want you to notice this. So this is the chart today. It's Tuesday. This is the movement I'm expecting on GBP card. I'm looking for sells, but I'm looking for those sells after confirmations. I'm not just jumping in. I need some confirmations. And then I just want to show you this. So what I want you to notice here is that posting profits online is akin to posting nudes sometimes. The business of trading requires unnecessary displays of gains to attract people into buying a course or signal. Actual trading requires or needs a strategy, a device, and discipline, and you'll be good to go. Then I'm like, it has been 5 years, and I've not yet posting anything. And you should not notice this. Because of these things, sometimes traders trade for trophies. You know, the screenshots of charts and the blues, people actually prefer them to the actual impact that trading can give you. So when you're going to trade, you need to really understand what you have come into and then who is actually trying to teach you how to trade, because there is a very big difference between these. So let's look at GBP card for the weekly candle and then how we're going to trade it. So if you look at GBP card on the weekly, it's very, very interesting. So we have the first thing you need to do, mark your highs and then your lows and then price difference. I've explained this concept several times. So this is the highest as per this time frame. Now, I don't want to go to the left. I just want to work with what is in front of the screen. So this is an area of resistance that the market has failed to break. And then market comes and creates for us a price difference here. Okay. So if you watch the several videos, you realize what price difference is. So the difference between this resistance here, where the market was not allowed to go further up, and then this new low that has been formed on the weekly here, the difference between this is here. So that means now, for us to be able to trade and then target these lows here, we need to trade when the market is below this price difference here. So for you to do that, you need to understand price on a lower time frame more perfectly for you to be able to do that. So I can just switch to the 4-hourly. And on the 4-hourly, this is how it looks like. Remember, this is a resistance area, an area the market has failed to break. And then from here, the market comes and gives us double resistance. So I want you to notice this. This is the first resistance. And then we come into this, market gives you another resistance here. Okay? Very important. Now, why is this a resistance? Because we have a scenario where the market was in a range here and then comes up, forms a high, forms a new lower low, a fresh new lower low, pushes up back, and then is resisted from further going up here. That means now, the moment we had this low broken, the market comes then and then breaks this low. Okay, so now that we've had this low broken here, we are now in range between this price difference and then this other high or the low where the market broke off from. So what you want to do is, the best way to be able to trade is to allow price to get out of this range, and then possibly we can take a trade to the downside here, and then this will be our first target and then possibly our second target here. But what I want you to observe here is that what the market has actually done, if I'm to illustrate it for you, we have an area of all-time highs. Market pushes back into this area, and then once it comes here, it retests this resistance, fails to break it, and then forms a new low here, and then pushes back up, this still holds, breaks to form a new low, creates that difference. And remember, we had a weekly difference here. So this is it now, and then price is at this range. So this is exactly what is happening here with GPP CAD. So now for entries, for you to be able, for us to be able to enter this trade successfully, this is what will happen now, or this is what I would love to see. So I would love to see market breaking this low. Now, for this low to be broken here, we could actually range here, get resisted here, and then finally come and break this low. So when the market breaks this low on the 4-hourly or on a bigger time frame, that is when we can actually have the sales, and then we can target that. So this could be like a range of about 115 pips, first targets, and then the next one. So this is what I want to see with GPP CAD throughout, but this is a very perfect trade that actually meets all our requirements. We have a resistance, we have a change of trend by the market forming new lows here, and then new lower lows, and then we are possibly pushing up. So the only time in which we cannot trade this is if we had a strong break and the market continues, which will be okay. So you are not risking anything because you have not gotten a confirmation. But this is what I will be looking out throughout the week. I want a sell here after price fails to go higher than this. So let's see how this plays out the week. You can monitor it on Wednesday all the way up to Friday. If it is still, then you can actually get a trade next week on it. So let's see this how this plays out.